But I feel like I did, because I feel like in friendships there are certain lines that you don't cross, and there are certain things that you don't do. And if you could disrespect me about something that that just came into the picture, and I felt like you threw our relationship away, and I just reciprocated your energy. So yeah, so you didn't care about the time or the loyalty that I put in, so why should I?
This is another example of the real example. Another episode of the Real Example podcast. Lord have mercy. We're with the original crew for the first time in a long time. We have TJ, Risk, myself, and the guest, Miss Ericc, joining us. Go ahead and let the people know. This is your camera right here. Let the people know a little bit more about you, where you coming from, where you hailing from.
My name is Ericc. You can call me E. All the way from Gwinnett County. Lord Jesus, right? Oh, Jesus, the drive over here was a little rocky, but I'm here. I'm excited to be here. I wish my boy Toast was here. He was the person that invited me on from Kennesaw State, but we're going to hold it down.
For sure. Yes. For those who don't know, prayers up to Marcus. He's dealing with COVID right now. He's going to be back with us soon. But until that time comes.
Okay, lock down. Okay, don't want to see it before then. For real.
Retesting everything.
Okay.
But until that time comes, one thing that we're going to be talking about today is, are your relationships wealthy or are they starving? And we're going to talk about how there's this attitude or this thought process because I'm in a relationship or I know somebody for a certain amount of time that therefore that relationship is good. And there's people who who are in relationships for long periods of time, the relationship's not healthy. Or they feel as if because I've been dating someone for a certain amount of time, my relationship is solid. Well, we all know with the right person, that relationship, so you can be 7 years with the wrong person, you can be 1 year with the right person, and it feels like that relationship is stronger. So based off that, I'm going to go ahead and open it up to you guys. So we're going to start off with friendships. Is there any friendships that you know that are shorter duration-wise, but have a lot more value when it comes to anything else?
For sure, I can tell you this. I don't fuck with y'all boys. Nah, but you know what, man, for real, y'all could probably take this, both our friendships, you know what I'm saying, as an example, for real. I'm sorry, we just met. I feel like we here right here, you know what I'm saying? But no, I feel like me and Zay's relationship, you know what I'm saying, is stronger than a lot of other people that I've known for a long period of time, you know what I'm saying, just because we tapped in at the right time, and I feel like we all mesh together. We all got the same values, similar goals, and we strive towards those. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's an example right there. If y'all would say the same, we all in this together, right? We're in the High School Musical, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. What about you, T?
Crazy. I would definitely say relationships that are built from a mutual struggle, and I don't know the technical term for that, but I know, like, we all met through business rap. So, like, especially me and you being on the same line, like that mutual struggle, and then it continued after that. Yeah. Both started our own business. So it's like, dang, that mutual struggle. There's always like a mutual struggle point that, when you're honest and transparent with someone, it just brings you closer than other people that maybe you only went and party with, or you didn't have anything that was like, okay, we actually went through something. I think that brings that experience and just that knowledge that comes with that just holds a relationship together a little bit tighter.
I would have to agree. I don't think that time really is an element when it comes to relationships, because you could have known somebody for 5-10 plus years and they fold on you like that. I done had it happen. The struggle is real, especially but guys is different. I've had guy friends for 15 years, but with girls and girls, y'all know how bitchy girls can be, okay? I've dealt with it. So yeah, time means nothing in that sense. I think, like you said, if y'all have like a mutual hustle, or y'all have something that's in common, that makes that bond a little bit easier, good to go. But time don't mean nothing.
I ain't gonna say it don't mean
okay, it don't mean Nathaniel, you know what I'm saying? weight. It does, but both parties involved have to respect the time put in. But if you're not respecting that, like if my loyalty over these past couple years don't mean nothing, and you come in bullshitting, and it take one thing for you to flip on me or you to vote on me, I thought we grew up together. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And you vote on me in a couple minutes over something, you know.
That's real.
It's correlated, but it's not cause and effect. It's not like time
Correct.
equals this. It's
Correct.
just-
True, but that's one thing I definitely want to talk about since we're on friendships. People that you grew up with. Like, I know me. Y'all already know my story. I moved all around, so I don't got that luxury of having people I grew up with. Y'all do. And y'all have grown up with a certain group of people, right? Then you go to college, and then I got TJ and Risk. And then you go back to your same squad. Are the loyalties to your squad at your crib, are they all equal or the same? Or because we have a bond forged by fire, it's a little bit different?
That was real poetic.
Yeah, that was beautifully
I saw what
put.
you
Wow, that was
did.
beautiful.
Watch
Look
my
at this
Steve
guy.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to T.I.
I was waiting to drop that forged by fire.
Respect, bro. I ain't even mad at you, but I mean, I think, shit, I mean, I do got homies I grew up with. I think everybody I grew up with, man, I'm still cool with. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed. And, shit, that's a luxury I think most folks don't have for real. But shit, I think it's, you know what I'm saying, it's all the same, whether it was forged by fire or, or you know what I'm saying, y'all been down, you know what I mean? I think it's essentially the same, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have some differences just like everything, but you know what I'm saying? You're my dog, you're my dog. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think you should take that lightly.
Of course, if we got years put in,
Yeah.
like I said, you know, as long as you respect the time put in and you respect my loyalty and I get the same energy back, of course, like yeah, I'm around with you, but time. I'm telling you, I done had some stories, y'all. I got some stories for y'all. If y'all want these stories,
I lived through it.
listen, telling you, it takes, usually it's about some dick. Okay?
That's honest.
I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, I've had my ex-best friend, see?
Oh,
Ex-best friend, I met her
I didn't know
like,
that was a term.
I know, see?
I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? Met her in 5th grade when I moved to Gwinnett. And, you know, we thugged it out all the way through college. And she came to my college graduation. As soon as some dick came.
Acting different.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah. The dick didn't want her, the dick wanted me.
Sheesh.
She found out. You see what I'm saying? All those years, all that time invested. We done traveled together and this is somebody I grew up with. But you threw it away.
But I'm saying, like, they throw it away, or is this something, you feel like it's something that y'all can work out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
It could have. It absolutely could have been worked out if I wanted to. But I feel like I did, because I feel like in friendships there are certain lines that you don't cross, and there are certain things that you don't do. And if you could disrespect me about some dick that that just came into the picture, and I felt like you threw our relationship away, and I just reciprocated your energy. So yeah, so you didn't care about the time or the loyalty that I put in, so why should I?
Okay, from that perspective, right, I feel you. I don't feel you, but I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was worth something to me, for real, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, regardless if you know what I'm saying, you willing to go there, we at least gonna hash it out, you know what I'm saying, talk it out, you know, and come to a mutual understanding. You know what I'm saying, if you my dog, for real. But, you know, that's, everybody a little different. I'm just saying.
We could have worked it out,
You
but
ain't gotta throw it away. You gotta work. No, I'm just playing, man. I mean, shit, if you feel like y'all disrespect you, man, you know, go ahead.
I definitely, in that situation, it's because where do your loyalties lie?
exactly, it could happen again.
And that, honestly, I might just say it's like when it comes like to a value estimator of that relationship, it had longevity, but it didn't have any dividends. Like it didn't have anything that was tangible to hang on to. Because most times if you really be with somebody, like y'all got some real weak and there's nothing really to hold it together. Like there's no investments. There's no $200 down payments and this is rolling over. Like, yo, this is like, I put a couple pennies in here, put a couple dollars there, but this doesn't really have true value. You feel me? And if you think about that emotionally speaking, it's not the same. Bro, why are you looking at me like
What did you turn into an accounting teacher, bro?
oh, bro, I'm just talking about money. You know what I'm saying? Money is
Motherfuckers using dividends.
but if you talk about just thinking about in general, most people gonna understand this from a generally monetary standpoint. You got a savings account. If your relationship is a savings account and you put $2 in, right? Putting $2 in over 4 or 5 years, that's like what, maybe $80 compared to for a short period of time putting $80 in. There's no way it's possible for $2 a month for 5 months it's gonna make more than $80 in a year. And I think that's how a lot of people's relationships are set up.
Ooh.
See, was that layman's terms enough for the people?
Not layman's terms.
He's going on, bro. Yeah, he going
Respect,
on.
bro. Respect. I like that. I like how you did that.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people, when you talk about that relationship, it didn't sound like there was enough in the savings account for you to be like, all right, it's really worth me holding on to. Like she was willing. That relationship didn't have enough value to her.
Correct.
So she was willing to cancel the account.
Boy, when you been hey, when you been around, boy, something like that. Boy, when they talk you out of politics. This kind of oil jack. I see you.
So I think it was just something that I've been thinking about a while because honestly, I wish I had relationships that lasted 4 or 5 years. Because I think a lot of people take it for granted because you always run those same people. Like, bro, every 4 or 5 years, it's a new set of family, a new set of friends.
Okay.
And I'm like, alright, this like how deep can I really get with you before life tears me apart from you? And now I got ties where it's not even, if I see you again, it's not gonna be the same. And that's something I think a lot of people a lot of I think it's something to be valued for time. Like a lot of people want to say that the time might not be a strong factor, but for me to see certain people for a certain amount of time, like I've seen TJ from freshman year in college to grown ass man now, and that time that we put in, was it 5-6 years now?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 to 6 years now that we put in, and now we see each other evolve, we see each other grow. Like you say, you froze at it. Like, when we talk about it, you've seen my whole evolution. Skinny TJ, and now TJ super swole. Like, I think there's a certain amount of value that goes into that time. Like, you can't, for example, like I always say, you want to know somebody for every 4 seasons because times change. And so times change, people change. And I think when you can see everybody during the 4 seasons of like life and whatnot, you can also see them grow, see how to transfer and just get to learn in and out. And I think there's a certain value in time. I just think it's overplaced. Like there's certain people I know, like when I was hanging around older people, especially in college, they'd be in relationships for like 7 years, and I'm like, so why did you propose? Some people be dating for like 2 years, and that's all she wrote.
Bro, what's crazy? Not even to get off on that topic, but the statistic is literally like, if a man knows he wants to marry a woman, it would literally be between 6 months and a year and a half.
And that's a fact. That is a fact.
6 months to a year and a half. You would know within 6 months and a year and a half if you want to marry.
Honestly, within the first 30 days of you dating someone,
we
not married, but the first 30 days of you communicating with somebody, you already know where it's gonna lead. Okay, I'm just trying to fuck, or I'm just trying to, maybe I want to see where this goes. 30 to 90 days, you should already know. Listen, I'm not gonna be talking to no nigga for more than. Listen, you wasted my time. I need to know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? Already going through the gate. I'm a grown woman. I ain't finna be talking. I'm finna go through no talking stage. I'm not no 16-year-old. So you know what I'm saying? Going through out the door.
I feel seen.
Spicy. So it looks like it's about the conversation about the transition that way.
Let's go ahead and go there.
We're about to go there. We're talking about relationships. Y'all all know. We all seen the relationships that you like, all right, when y'all getting married. Because it's really no conversation of if that person's gonna be around for your lifetime. So really, why y'all playing games? Now the question is like, how do y'all evaluate stuff like that? Because I know relationships that are long and tumultuous end up working out. What? Tumultuous.
I like that.
Whoa, you're going crazy.
That man looking like Stephen A, man. You better do that, bro.
Tumultuous.
Define it, please.
Tumultuous means stormy, uncertain, or really, really hectic, for layman's terms. So,
So you talk like this all the time?
All the time.
Honestly, been scaling up.
Nah, he been going crazy.
I agree.
He had us looking flummoxed.
Ooh, boy, you remember that?
Yeah. I got that.
Y'all are giving me some vocabulary from my
No
article.
cap, hey, listen,
Yes,
see our interviews, for sure, man. Shout out to Tip, man, for real. Hey, holla at your boy.
Yeah, so
What's your vernacular for your SAT, man?
Shout out to Tip, bro. I'm doing some interviews, man. Follow your boy.
yeah, man. So I definitely think, how do you guys evaluate those relationships? Because we all seen them. Like, you be in the group chat, you be like, dang, him and her been on and off for about 4 or 5 years. Or you see a situation from afar, you're like, alright, so is this it? Is this over with? How do y'all coordinate and deal with that?
I don't know, bro. It's kind of wild to me, and I think like even for myself, that's why I haven't been in a long-term relationship like maybe a minute, because I'm not going to like play games. You know what I'm saying? Like either we on that same path or we not. When I see other people do it, it's kind of wild to me because I'm like, your time should be worth a little bit more than that. Kind of like you were saying, you pointed to watch, like your time should be worth more. And it's interesting, like the reasonings that come up, because we've seen it, like when people be like, okay, the money's not really there, but then we've also seen other couples when the money wasn't there, and they're like, okay, we're gonna get married, we'll have a celebration later. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, let's go ahead and put like that official investment on it, and we can celebrate later. Like if you focus so much on the celebration where that's the excuse to go like 5, 6 years and you're living with this person, it's kind of like, what are y'all really doing?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, it's not my place to judge. I just don't put myself in that position.
Go ahead and talk about it, E.
I can agree with that, but it also goes to the potential thing that we were speaking about earlier.
Well, speak on it, because we all didn't hear that.
Okay, I'm not dating potential. I think I'm past that. I think women have a problem with dating potential. I'm not gonna date you while you down bad. In other words, I'm not gonna date you while you try to go get it. I'm not doing that anymore. I've been there, done that. I'm grown now, and if we're not on the same playing field, there's no reason to invest time and effort into this, because you have other things that you need to be worried about. You need to be worried about getting to my level. And maybe when you get to my level, I might circle the block, and if not, then so be it. But
I seen the block.
I'm probably not. But kudos to people that can invest. Kudos to women who can invest more than 2 or 3 years into a relationship when we still calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend in our mid-20s. We need to know where we're going. Are we going to get married? Are we having kids? And then 7 years into a relationship, we having kids, but we not married. So, are we playing husband and wife? We shacking up. I'm from the South, y'all, so we say shack up down here. Yeah, we shacking up, and we playing house, as my mama would say. Y'all playing house and rubbing foots. Y'all getting busy, but there's no ring, so there's no initiative. Okay, yeah, that's that good old Southern. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we rubbing foots, but there's no ring, so there's no initiative. I'm not. What are we doing? We just playing house. There's no reason for you to marry me at that point because I've given you everything.
But she's not lying, bro.
You say that one more time. You say that one more time.
There's no reason to marry me if I'm cooking, cleaning. Maybe I might have a child or 2 if we talking 6 to 7 years into a relationship. Why would you marry me? You already in the house. Shit, I wouldn't marry me. For what? You already here. But I'm not doing that. Your girl is not. This is my camera right here. Your girl, Eris, we not doing that.
No shit, like.
We're not doing that at all.
What do you how do y'all value the health of those said relationships that are in those situations where kids, y'all moving in together, but it's not defined? Are those relationships healthy? Those relationships?
You can't, I don't know, man, everybody different. You can't, necessarily pinpoint an issue with one way of life and, and another one as well. Everybody different. Everybody's scenario is different, Some folks who are stronger, together, boyfriend and girlfriend, and they are married, And they've been together for a minute, And it's some married folks who are terrible together, They just got the title of being married. That's it, So you can't just pinpoint one specific side and be like, which one is worse or better, Shit, it really depends on the 2 people involved in that particular situation.
So define what a healthy or a wealthy relationship would look like?
Y'all respect each other's boundaries. Y'all both have room to grow. You know what I'm saying? Individually, so y'all can grow together. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all get bread, and both of y'all understand the value of the time that y'all spent. You know what I'm saying? Together. I think that's a healthy relationship.
So is there a time?
Healthy communication too.
A time frame on? Do you build a healthy relationship, or do you go in with the mindset of having a healthy relationship?
Both of them.
Y'all getting ahead of me. I was about
Both
to
of
ask
them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't go into any situation like knowingly trying to play games. At least not at this age. Like, I definitely did that before. But I'm saying, like, no. But I'm saying, like, if my intentions are just to get in and get out, then I'm gonna let that be
Get
known.
in and get out, yes,
I'm gonna let that be known.
Yes,
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm gonna let you know my intentions. But you almost made me lose my point. No, but that's what I'm saying. I can't judge it just because I don't know. I feel like some people, they'll go into a relationship and there's nothing wrong with going into it and you're like, I'm not sure, we'll see where it goes. I just typically try to avoid that. I try and go in there with the intention, be like, cool. If you're cool with my intentions in this situation, then we can rock. If not, then you know, I'm in the car, and the window's up. You're not running back around.
Yeah. So definitely talk about. So we're talking about like relationships, talking about like when am I getting out of it, and you talking about the time. Like what is a wealthy relationship? I would say, like Risky said, you gotta have respect of times and respect of each other's space. You know what I'm saying? Respect of each other's money as well. But I think another aspect is just also emotional support. Because I think when you don't, you can have all those things, but if there's no emotional support, like there's gonna be bad days. And if you having a bad day and I'm having a bad day, we're minding our space, minding our money. We're not talking, we're not communicating. You talk about good communication, but you gotta have more than just have communication. I have to be able to emotionally support you during that period
You
of time.
better preach. You better preach.
Because if you down, you know what I'm saying? You down, and the other person's just like, I love you, but you're gonna have to handle that. That's
A little tough love.
Maybe depending on depending on what it is, I can respect tough love at this age. Like I said, I'm a grown woman. I don't need to be coddled.
yeah.
But I need you to be patient and I need you to be sensitive, and I think that goes into being emotionally supportive to
What comment in it?
yeah, coddle me. You know, I'm still a woman. I like that. You know, but I'm also grown. I'm not a child. You coddle children.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the energy that you give me.
Yeah, for sure. So guys, we talked about like what a wealthy relationship is eventually gonna look like, what it can become. What are some things that you guys are feeling like you're lacking personally to get the wealthy relationship?
So who gonna go first?
My time, though.
CJ, you got
He's been
it.
politicking this whole time.
You right.
Okay.
I was gonna say do it, man.
Go ahead.
They've been going crazy.
What you lacking, Holmes?
One thing I think I'm lacking is, personally, to be honest, time.
Man, he took mine. I should do one first.
As
First thing I was gonna say.
it stands, y'all boys know how busy I be working on a podcast, working on that job I have, and now we're training up more people now, working on my business as it stands, and then also working on a couple other projects. Marcus isn't here, Raymond's not here, but our script that's actually, we submitted my first submission this upcoming year, 2021, so we're gonna be active. So between all those things, right? Between all of that, I also gotta get ready because I want a house, I want a loft, I want to get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And there's goals that I want to hit. And it's not that you're gonna be a distraction. No woman will ever be a distraction. She should be an addition. But in order for me to invest myself and make that worthwhile, it's gonna take away from other stuff that's laid before me. And so you either lighten up my plate for stuff that is kind of like I'm gonna do regardless for the potential. And if I'm I'm taking that time out of those things that are long-term goals, pouring it into you, and you should be long-term goal because you can be investment, not an expense. And for me, I don't have the time. I'm not saying, because I always get this argument. You make time for what you're involved for, but right now I don't have time to put you in like I want you to be. Like people think you can just slide somebody in the time card. Wife time, 7 o'clock to 8:30. That's not how Lawton works. That's not how Lawton works, you feel me? And so I was like, I tried that a couple times and it just like, trying to fit somebody in at a certain time, like, I'm gonna FaceTime you at this point in time. All right, well, this day, I had 2 shoots. Someone got mad at me. Well, Tahir went flat. Yeah, it's 10 p.m., but shorty, I don't want to FaceTime right now. Or like vice versa. Or she gotta work a double. She gotta do this. See, 10 p.m. don't work no more. So it's like, all right, I need more time. And I got in order for me to get to that point, it comes to more affluence, more money. So more time, more money. Because if I want to date someone, I always have the mindset that whatever I'm doing is 2 times plus 50. So if we're going out, if I want to order some food, I'm gonna get what I want to get. I'm gonna eat good. Because I want to leave and not eating like I want to live. So we got some spot. I want the lobster. I want the lobster and the steak. I want 2 glasses of champagne. If she gonna come with me, if she orders the same thing.
Okay.
I didn't say
That was just funny.
Yeah, you know he was gonna do it.
I knew
I
it
just
was.
want to know why you get 2 entrees, bro. Why get lobster and steak? All right,
Because I got a big appetite and I can.
bro, y'all niggas don't even be eating the lobster and steak. I was seeing you eat lobster and steak.
But like I was saying,
Y'all niggas eating looks these days.
like I was
That's how you go to restaurants with, bro. Some of it, I'm not plating my food at home.
Okay, period.
So-
Garden season at home.
getting back on topic, you know what I mean? So when it comes down to like, if I'm going out with Soley, I want to make sure that like I'm good, she's good at all times. And if she's not good, you know, if I feel subconscious about it, then it's not even worth me going out. You know what I mean? It's not even worth me trying to invest in because I'm trying to treat you like I want to be treated.
Okay.
And if I can't do that, and if I'm at a point where I need to, that I'm taking my money and time in other places, I'm not gonna waste your time. I'm not gonna disrespect you. So,
Okay.
No, that's real, man. There's nothing worse. Like, you never want to be in a situation where you're on a date and the bill coming back of your head. You're just like thinking about other stuff you could have did with your money. And it's like you shouldn't be there. You're just like, dang. Not even because like it was a bad date, but just from the standpoint of just like, damn, like I need to pay for some other stuff, whether it's your business or whatever the case may be. But I like how you said time. But for me, like everything you just said, but also added on like the time to gain like more life experience. Like in this year alone, I've learned so much more about myself than I thought I would in a year span. Like I thought like when I first graduated and I started my business, I was like, this first year out of college, like just being in that fire, I learned something. I thought that was crazy. This year was even crazy in terms of how much I learned about myself and how I need to move and operate to move stuff forward. So I'm just like, okay, like before I go into something I'm looking for marriage, I need to fully understand marriage. Like what is that supposed to look like for me? What is that construct? Like what is it for real? And I'm like, that's gonna take time for me to like really learn about it, experience and get knowledge from people that have like success with it. So I was like, just having some more time to do that and do my due diligence before I was like, I want to get married. Don't even fully know what marriage is. So like I said, everything you said, but also the time to learn more about relationships, like in general.
Okay. What am I lacking? That's a hard question. I think, like many people, young people that are dating and going into the dating scene, I have been in a lot of toxic relationships, and going into those relationships, I didn't know what I wanted, and I wasn't fulfilled, and I didn't know who I was fully. Because it took a long time to get to this beautiful woman that you see in front of you. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, I think before I go into a relationship, I need to fully understand what I want out of a relationship and fully understand myself, and understand my worth. I know, because, okay, you're dealing with a lobster and a steak right here. I'm the full meal, okay? And some, okay? You get into it. It's some rosé, okay? Okay, you know what you're getting. But with that, I have a lot of things that I need to work on. Communication. Like I said, I've been in some rough situations, and I learned this year that the way I handle situations may not be the healthiest way. And I had to look in the mirror because I was like, oh, wait a minute, bitch. You might be on some fucked up shit. You need to get your shit together because that's not attractive. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who, it's okay to have baggage, okay? Most women our age, like I said, I'm 26, have baggage of some sort. But I don't want to go into a relationship and he has his baggage and then he has to carry mine as well. So I need to work on healing myself a little bit more and understanding myself and communicate on a healthier level because in my college days I was a scrapper. I'll fight you quick and that's not healthy going into a relationship. So I need to, I'm a thug. Don't let this pretty face fool you, okay?
Come on, man, let me move over.
But I need to work on myself a little bit.
Man, yeah.
Man, you know what? I would honestly say, man, I should probably stop doing so nonchalant.
Oh.
And at times, like, that just comes with, I don't always have a sense of urgency, you know what I mean, in a relationship, or, you know what I'm saying, dealing with a woman all the time, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that I think that she is expendable. It's just shit. Sometimes I just don't got time for that shit. I'm not trying to hear that shit. You know, I'm not. You feel me? You know what I mean? You breathe wrong, all right?
And that's so good that you're like that, though. That's so, because I was talking to somebody the other day, not to cut you off, but women stick around, not just women. There are some guys that stick around longer than they should. But if you see something, if you see a red flag or something that you're not willing to tolerate at the first sign,
Slide.
why stick around?
Slide, man. I'm not going for none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I think at times that is an issue, you know what I'm saying? Just because everybody does come with red flags, everybody, even myself. You know what I'm saying? And some stuff you can look past, some stuff you can't. And I think my issue is differentiated between the ones that you can and can't. Because all that shit is red and I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm in this position.
Is that the trend?
Yeah.
But coming through so weird, though.
I know.
They creeping through, man.
I'm saying.
I heard the train, I didn't want to hear the whistle.
I was like, all right.
It's different.
It'll
Yeah.
stop, it just start back up.
Oh, it just started back up. Okay.
Okay.
You probably go through it, check the audio this time.
The audio is straight. We can just keep on rolling.
Yeah, that's straight.
I bet. So as you were saying, Rich?
Red flags. You out of there.
Red flags, I'm about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think, yeah, if it's red, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? That's what put me in this position, you know, for the single man right now. And shit, I think that's probably my biggest issue for it. Just being too much.
Okay, bet.
And honestly, like before you go on to give people like practical advice, so even with that, you said you had a tough time like differentiating like which one is like something you would stay and which one is like okay, because everybody has red flags,
Yeah.
like you said. So
What are
much
deal
like how
breakers?
both of you all said, like you gotta learn yourself and heal from past traumas. You gotta learn like what you're willing to tolerate and what's a non-negotiable. Like if you don't even know that before you get into a relationship, like you're bound to fail, like because you'll see something and be like. You'll think about it later, okay, maybe I could have tolerated this with this, like, no
no
way.
way.
So, like, just some practical advice for everybody listening, like, know yourself.
Know yourself.
Big facts. So we talked about like what we're lacking in wealthy relationships, or what we're lacking to bring to the table. Now, what have y'all learned from starving relationships? Like relationships y'all been in, and you like, this is straight up one-sided, or this is not good for any of us. What are those things that you have learned from that? And what can you bring for some people to just kind of avoid those red flags or ending up in a situation be like, I can't believe I'm here. In said friendship, relationship, and this even extends to family.
Real deal. I ain't even mad at it. I'll cut off the can too. Grandma, you're not a now. Man, I don't even really think I've been in too many one-sided relationships. One thing I will say, I think you feel like you're putting in more effort than, you know what I'm saying, and you're receiving back, slide. You know what I'm saying? I think it ain't no problem with slide, you know what I'm saying? Or letting that be known, then slide. You know what I'm saying? Just communicate in the first line and being true to right. Fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And be about it. You know what I mean? Slide, that's mine.
That's my take.
Yeah, what you said. Like I said before, women date potential, and when we feel like we just want to stay down. That's like the whole shit. I don't know if the young kids say that anymore. Like, oh, stay down till they come up, or what the young kids say?
Yeah,
No, hey, I don't keep up with the new slang.
They
Yes.
getting a little crazy.
Yeah, it's all different type of terminology nowadays.
I can't keep up with it. It changed every other day. But listen, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that was training.
Hey, I see that trend.
It's fine, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we stay down. We stay down a little bit too long, and I've been in too many situations where I've stayed way longer than I probably should have. And when you stay longer than you should have, the respect starts to depreciate. They start to respect you less because they feel like you're tolerating more. When in reality, I'm just trying to stay here to show you that I'm supporting you and that I'm not here for what you have or lack thereof. Because 9 times, I was talking to somebody the other day, I've never been in a relationship where he made more money than me. Not to toot my own horn. I'm just saying. So I'm there to show you that I'm not fucking with you off of what you have. I'm fucking with you off the strength of who you are. Like, I genuinely like you. But sometimes that don't work. You gotta date within your tax bracket. Because we coming in on the same playing field, and you know we can move like that. But if I'm coming in a little bit higher than you know, that might reflect in our relationship, and you know what I'm saying? And I make more than you, and I'm living better than you, but I'm tolerating your bullshit, and so you respect me less. I done been, listen, I got some stories, y'all.
I don't know. I'm not supposed to shit. That's some bread. It's more bread than me. It was, and I get bread. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna count y'all. I get bread. So, you know what I'm saying? Shawty, you know what I'm saying? Shawty's getting bread. And it definitely show. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely show. To a certain extent.
So, like, question though, what's the difference? I guess for both of you all, real quick. What's the difference between like someone appearing to have potential, like, okay, maybe one day they can reach this tax bracket, versus someone where you see them putting in the work and you're like, okay, it's just a matter of time? Like, do you look at it from that standpoint, as it just like cutthroat, like, if you're not here now, like, screw it? Or is it like, I can actually see you putting in work versus someone just like, okay, yeah. I'll probably get there one day.
Well, what we live in Atlanta.
Okay.
People are gifted.
I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the difference though, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you, like, even with everybody at this table, where it's like each year, like, we getting better and better, like, on all levels.
Yeah.
So there's like a difference between just talking about it and doing it. So do y'all have like leeway for that, or y'all just like, nah,
I can see it. Yeah, I can believe it.
Hell
you see
no.
it and you believe it? But
Hell
you
no.
like, nah.
I done been there, done that.
Mm-hmm.
I done been there, done that. Done came,
You
I done
just
stayed
got it.
down, you know. And listen, y'all, I told y'all I got stories. I done stayed down. He came up, left me.
Oh,
Now he down bad again, and now he back. See what I'm saying? You see how that work?
You getting greasy. You getting greasy.
You see what I'm saying?
Greasy.
yeah, boy, it's crazy.
Oh,
Even listen to
nah,
Future,
hell nah, he bold as hell. He's bold.
Hey, he knew to come back though. Why? Because, hey, you
Listen,
said, you're digging a purse.
I feel disrespected towards, not you, by him. I feel disrespected. Because why are you broke and you back to me?
Yikes.
No.
Because you know you got it.
I wasn't spending, I wasn't dropping no check on him before though.
I'm saying,
Take
bro,
your
that's
broke
not-
ass home.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? He thought maybe this one might be different this time.
No, hell no. Nah, that's why on their potential. See, you get stuck and trapped and caught in the bullshit. You staying too long, like quicksand, and be done leached off your ass. I don't got time for that. No, you need to be in the same tax bracket. Your credit score needs to be the same. Look, we need to, the Bible said be equally yoked.
Come with it.
Be equally yoked. I don't want to see about no talking, no nothing. Don't talk to me about nothing. Equally yoked.
Talk to him.
Equally yoked, okay? You need to be able to add something to this filet mignon and this lobster.
Spice.
No,
So I definitely, I do what, I think that really is a good a good piece of advice, because a lot of people got a lot of potential. A lot of people on both sides, both women and men. A lot of men get paid for it more because, you know what I'm saying, men are more apt to go entrepreneurial and do X, Y, Z and do stuff that's like jumping off the bridge, as you would say, jumping off the porch. But I think you got to be careful with potential, because someone might have the potential to look good, might have the potential, you know what I'm saying, be at that level one day, but if they don't see what you see, ain't no point. You know what I mean? And
That shit ain't here.
yeah, so they might not just have the degree. Like, we all know the dudes who, like, they was on the basketball team or football team. They should be in the league right now, but they ain't never really embraced it, and so now they elsewhere. You know what I mean? So I think don't date people off the strength of potential, because the potential is an enticing thing. Because that what if scenario goes stupid in your mind. About, oh, what if this person did this, or what if this person did that? But at the same time, it's like, it's a what if. It's not a what it is right now.
Guarantee. I need a guarantee. Call me when you get there. Maybe I see you at the top. Maybe I won't. Child.
He's not spinning a block, man. He's not spinning a block.
I'm not spinning the block, child. I got time.
Alright, so
Don't shoot your shot until you're ready. Don't waste your shot. That's basically what it is.
That's real deal.
Don't waste your
waste
shot.
a shot. Come on, man. You waste a shot if you don't shoot it. We are shooters over here, man. Word is stiff, man.
Work with Russell Westbrook.
Hey, relax, my man. That man don't miss. He don't make shots. I'm sorry.
But that's a perfect example of, you know what I mean? Think about all the dudes who
Bro,
got contested.
he really got you, bro. That's a perfect example,
He's
dog.
still an all-star. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna say about that? You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
not a champion.
All right, ain't no champion. Melo ain't no champion. He a legend though.
He's not a champion.
He a legend though.
But think about it, bro. If we being serious though, like Steph's shooting that because he's prepared to shoot it. And so that's all we getting at. That's what say shot that he's not prepared to shoot.
If you're not prepared to shoot, then just wait your time to shoot, because your time gonna come. If you really got the potential and you're really supposed to be where you at and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do,
Be on the way.
time gonna come when it comes. You're gonna have an open look. But if you're trying to force it all the time, then you're gonna get shut down. You get shut down the worst way, because you have not embraced the reality that you're not there yet. And you gotta go ahead and embrace that reality that you're not there yet, so you can get there.
That's real. Tell me I should stay at a cash dog deal. Cause I wanted. Hey, listen, man, for real. You watching this cash dog? How much your boy, man? I'm in the DM right now. You know what I'm saying?
So, TJ, you the last one to basically drop some advice, but my man Liz says slide when you feel necessary. She said don't date potential. How do you avoid starting relationships?
How do you avoid it? Not getting caught up in how much time you've been in a relationship. Like, a relationship might start off good and then it can turn into something that's starting. Like, we've all seen those relationships where it's like one person starts to take off and the other person's like, I'm cool right here. So I think the danger is not seeing that and not being transparent and having that conversation and just saying just because like, oh, this is my dog, but they're not trying to go where you're trying to go. So just staying like vigilant and being transparent, that's how you avoid a lot of that.
I would say one thing I do to avoid starting relationships is to, I think, one, be authentic with yourself and be real with yourself. And then two, work hard every day so you don't have to think about that. You know what I mean? If I'm working hard every day, by osmosis going to be around the people I need to be around to take it to the next level. I'm going to build those relationships. I'm going to build those friendships. And within of me being on point and on target, I'm going to see the people that I need to see, and I'll be there. Because think about this. If I'm in a certain tax bracket, right, I only see when I'm around. If I'm achieving and hitting my goals like I'm supposed to, stay focused, eventually that opens up. And eventually it's going to get to a point where my pull and my reach is long and full. And if it's long and full, then I don't have to really go about sifting through, because I can afford to slide. Because some people don't have a wide pull, so they don't slide because they don't know where it's going to go. I don't have to worry about settling for potential because the potential's already manifested. I see it right in front of me. You see what I'm saying? And so I think by staying on focus, staying about what God has told me to do, what I need to do, and quit playing myself, I think that's one way I can say I start a relationship. Because if I'm focusing on the goal, everything that I want to happen, it's going to come to me. Like the Bible said, you focus on him, and all things shall come unto
Hey,
you.
hey, you better preach. You better preach.
So if I'm really staying focused on doing what need to be done, if I stay focused, that's what need to get done. So y'all, this has been another episode, another rendition of the Real Example podcast, talking about wealthy relationships, wealthy friendships, starting relationships, starting friendships. It's been a good 45. Any closing words from the members, the people?
I think we hit everything. Just make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell, do all that. And if y'all want to have like a topic that we discuss, like reach out on our channels and drop that in the comments so we can hear from y'all.
And listen, tag Cash Dog. Listen, I'm having my way right now, you know what I'm saying? So listen, tag Cash Dog and let her know I've been in the DM, you know what I'm saying? Tell her the chick. Tell her the chick. This is for real. I mean, you know, I really love her.
I believe it.
I'll let you go. I got to go, so
All right, y'all. And that's been an episode.